Hello,
Hello,
David and Mari.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you guys. We say thank you so much. We say thank you for coming back and watch our video. And before we start, guys, kindly like, comment, and subscribe. Sorry, I put the hat because I removed my hair and I didn't make others now. Maybe after tomorrow. Yeah, David gonna make my hair tomorrow. Yeah. Yes.
Vale.
Vale. Mm. Yeah, and you will have to show in the camera how you make my hair. Vale?
You don't want me to go away, right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So guys, sorry, I made a last video and I was so emotional. I still have emotion, but I'm trying to calm down. Yeah, David also. But we try to make the ends meet. We don't know what God has for us, but we keep on pushing. We have to hold on. So before we start, kindly like, comment, and subscribe to our video. Let us know what you think. I'm gonna go through your comments. I will give a feedback. The comments, I will get the questions, whatever. I will write them down and then we will address them. For now, we just want to talk some of the experiences we have been or we have gone through while living close to that man, the nosy neighbor. You know who is the nosy? Nosy neighbor, someone who irritates others, a neighbor who is not good. Yeah. So, yeah, we want to talk about those experiences. David has seen part of his worst while close to him. I have experienced mine close to him too, or while we were in that house. And yeah, we just want to talk or to say some of those experiences. Before we start, some people were asking me, David, you ask your mother part of the history of that house, your father's house. But I told them David grew there, and so you know the history of that house, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We will not go into much about the history. I just want David to explain a little bit how his grandfather got that block, just that, and maybe it will give a glimpse because David grew there, was born there. So even if he was not born in that house, but from a baby you were there, yeah?
Yeah, I'm from Abraham.
Mm-hmm. So just give us a little bit history, just a little bit, 2 minutes, 1 minute. Yeah.
Well, the house, my grandfather was a building because before there was the farm and the house in the base, in the military American base.
Talk loud.
But when the Americans come here to make the base, the government are giving the zone, the place for all the people was there before to build in the house or the farm that they want. And he was building the house. First, he started with the first apartment down, and the garage. He make a business, and slow to slow, with the help of my father, and my uncle, they was building the remaining
The second
up
block.
top. Yeah,
Yeah. So,
and he was sharing with the sons and the daughters.
so the sons and the daughters. The sons being your father,
My
your
uncle and
uncle,
my two aunties.
and the two aunties. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So basically, there are three houses and one garage. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. So which means one house was for your grandfather and your grandmother. Yeah. And one apartment was for your father, Another apartment was for your uncle, yeah?
No, the two apartments was for my auntie and my father.
Mm-hmm.
My uncle my father get married. My uncle was married before. From I know, from I born, my uncle, my big uncle, was married. He
Mm-hmm.
have his property house. He never need the house.
Mm-hmm.
So he leave my auntie living there with my grandparents, and she was taking care of them
Mm-hmm. And the garage was for who?
until they die, and after she died too.
Mm.
But my grandfather leave the garage for her,
For your auntie.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
and the house for my uncle,
Mm-hmm.
and the apartments for my auntie and my father.
Mm-hmm. So generally those were property, legal property of your family.
Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, now you can understand that block was for the family. So David family are not squatters in this country or in that place. Born there, grew there, everything. So David has history of that house here. So guys, we're gonna bring more of that in the next video. We don't want to mix. I just wanted David to have to give a little bit history about that. So you've heard it. Now, more important, we just want to say some of the experiences we've passed through while close to that neighbor. We have some other things we're gonna talk in another video, but for now, we just want to have some experiences or to teach you've had. I've had mine too. Mm.
Well, before when I was alone, I was very good, very nice. I have everything, but 1 month after that, neighbor is coming to buy the house after my auntie died. So nobody are cooking in the house. Buy the house and he come.
Mm-hmm.
And slow to slow, he's, he was talking with my father, my cousin, and they are talking to him. The house is a community, the roof is for shattered. That is false because we never shattered the roof. We was, yeah, it's the family block.
Mm-hmm.
So if someone of them need to use, we will not donate nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's different. It's not family there. They are selling their property. So you have to respect the neighbors. That property is not yours. But because my father and my cousin with that bad hearts they have, they was lying to him and they say that it's for sharing.
Mm-hmm.
He start with that excuse.
Mm-hmm. They start fighting from
You have
there.
to shatter the roof. This is a community. Now I am the president. I don't know whose names him the president. He names by himself. And he start before very nice education. Yeah, that please we need this we need that because he have a problem in the garage. The water is coming inside the garage from my house because my father have something is not making very well and the water is falling down. And I say, okay, if you have to repair, I'm agree. I don't have a problem. You can repair, but he start the behavior before don't remove the demolition, leave the holes in the wall. We told the soil, all the trash. She blocked my heater. My heater don't work after I don't have hot water in the house.
Mm-hmm.
He don't want to be responsible. He say it's not his blame. He don't want to repair nothing. He want to paint everything around because he says it's very old. I need paint. And I say, okay, if you want to paint your property only. But he say, no, this is a community and the president is my responsibility. I had to paint this. I don't like the roof I have in my balcony, covering from the sun, my plants. He removed by himself, even if I say, no, please leave it alone. He don't listen to me. He do that he want. And
Really
from that
doing bad.
day, it's bad experience because he's changing everything in my house that I don't want.
Mm.
It's my life. It's my private. It's my house. I can do that I want. I don't disturb it to anybody.
Mm.
Yeah, slow to slow, he's growing more and more and more on top me. and he have bad behavior. He just before he was talking, now he want to force,
Mm.
and after he want to force.
You
No, this
force.
had to be like that, and had to be like that, and had to be like that. It's so cooking up, man. And I had to ignorance. I don't see to him. I don't listen to him. I don't want to stay angry because I can't, and because I don't want to get problems with the lay, and because I am a Christian, I don't want to still fighting with the people.
He could not speak Spanish, and sometimes he want to talk to me, try to frustrate me, but he found it very hard because there is no way he could communicate with me in English. So he was doing some nasty things even in front of me, like if I can say, like I remember one time, not one time, several times. He could just, when he see me or he see David, he put loud music, loud, you know.
Yeah,
Sometimes we just want to open the window to get fresh air in the house. But when he see like that, the music, even he put English music, but he don't understand. He don't speak English. So he will just put music the whole day because he see we are there. So that's the music was day and night. And one thing that frustrated me with music more is when David was working. David was working in one hotel. David could go at 2, yeah? Yeah, and then David come back in the middle of the night at 2, 3, 2, 2, 1, 2, or one day you came at 3, I think, yeah. That day you had a motorbike problem. So, and then immediately he hear David in the middle of the night. David is so tired. He just want to sleep and rest. And during summer, we have a lot of mosquitoes. So sometimes we just try to open the window and we put that thing to repel the mosquito. But the window is open. We are not frustrating anyone, but because our bedroom is close to his terraza. I don't know how to say veranda. So he will just open music like a stupid person. And then I remember one day David woke up and told him, no, please, I want to sleep. I just came back from work. And that time, the wife also came and told him, what are you doing? That's not good. And he was like, he want to fight. Mm? So after he stopped the music, and I told David, okay, let's sleep, or we going to sleep in the living room there. Because even if we go in the other room, it's same, we will be disturbed with the music. So we thought, okay, let's go in the living room. I remember one time we were sleeping in the living room because of that music.
yeah, because they have friends, reunions,
Yeah,
making a barbecue.
in the middle of the
He
night.
don't
Mm.
think about the neighbors.
Yeah. So,
He live by himself without care, not nobody.
yeah. One day, well, not even one day, several times we were sleeping in the living room because don't want to fight with anyone. And I remember one day when David went in the hospital and they had something like that. Also, I closed all the doors and I went to sleep in the living room. So it was very frustrating with music. Another experience is I went there in that house and immediately I opened the back door. He also left his house. He opened the door of his house, and they put something like they put camera is facing in our balcony. So whenever we open our balcony, if I don't know that camera, I think is they use internet to know what is happening there. So even if he's in the house, he can know one is in the balcony. So he will open his door, and his door they put sensor. If you open, they put like how to say, the remote. When you open it, it sound the alarm. Yes, put the alarm. So he will open his door and leave the alarm ringing, you know. We are in our house, but because we just open our balcony, he will leave also his door open with the alarm on, you know, which is very frustrating. So that thing, I felt so bad. I thought, what does he want to show? Even no one is in the house. Mm. Another thing that irritated me a lot, he's jumping from his terrace or his veranda, take the ladder and jump to our balcony. You know, when he jumped to our balcony, we don't know what he's coming to do there. Mm. I remember there is one time when he made that in the front of the door. He messed up there. Then whenever it's raining, the water, instead of the water flowing down, the water is flowing backward in the house. And I was telling David, how can we make there, because it's not good when it is raining and the water is coming back in the house. And I told David, okay, for now let me cover with a plastic so that when it is raining, the water don't go backwards in the house. So I went there and I put plastic very well and I closed so that whenever it was raining, the water will just go out. My God, one day, the following day I went there, he pulled that plastic from outside. He pulled it and removed. Completely it's outside. Then I was wondering why. Because whenever water will come to our house, it will start going down under the floor, yeah? And as time goes by, he gonna say his roof is his house is spoiled because of the water, and we were preventing that, you know. So it frustrated me much. I didn't know how to say. I just explained to David this and this. And also we have a lot of plants there, and we find some plants are broken, just so nasty. Then also there was a time I was just in the bedroom, the window is open, and just sitting on the bed. Then immediately I had water splashing in the house. I was thinking it's rain. Then I thought, oh, let me close the window quickly. Immediately I stand David. He's the one who is throwing water in the house, you know. The water is coming in the house. He had take a pipe and he's like he's cleaning and he's throwing water in our house, you know. That is very nasty. Complete nasty. I closed the window and I kept quiet. Then sometimes I could just like go in the window, he don't know I'm there or not. Then I just look at him, how he's figuring around how to navigate in our house, how to do what. When he was renovating his house, he cut the pipe that was removing water, taking it to the main, main borehole, the outlet of the dirty water, whatever. He cut that house when he was renovating his house, because that house is one block. And they make pipe to go together with other houses, then they get the dirty outside. Even the rainwater was going in the same place, then outside. He cut that pipe, then he complained. I don't know who told your mother. Then I heard the mother of the David saying, why are you throwing dirty water in his balcony? David was asking his mother, which dirty water you mean? This neighbor is saying you are throwing dirty water from your balcony. Then we told Mommy, no. He removed the pipe that was there, and when it is raining, we have no power over the rain. You know, he's the one who removed that pipe. You know, so much irritating. Next, one day we were sleeping in the middle of the night. You remember, David? Yeah. It was in the middle of the night. And so I think he had us talking. I don't know he was coming from work or where, I have no idea. But it was in the middle of the night. So we can hear, when you know, when you open the main gate and the second gate, you can hear someone opening the gate. And open the gate, open the other door, and we are hearing. Then he was walking on the stairs, hard, with a lot of sound. Then he went to the roof. And when we, because David house is on the second roof, you can hear someone walking on the roof, you know. So we wondered, why is he doing that in the middle of the night? Actually, what is the reason? Because people are sleeping, and him he's going on the roof. Hmm? So that time we didn't know what he was doing on the roof, and we preferred, okay, if it is like that, we also decided, okay, let's go and sleep in the living room. We have a big couch, and we just sleep on the couch, you know, because we don't want that irritation. The other time, I don't know, he complained to who, and we had, that complaint came to the mother of David. I'm not sure who told the mother of David, but the mother of David came and told David, you know, the neighbor is saying David abused his wife. Then we were, how did David abuse his wife? You know, you remember that name?
Yeah, I don't remember when I get to hear one. But
So,
the answer, nothing like that. That is false. I don't know who said that.
We don't know how that came, because we are not aware. We are not aware of that. Even most of the time I'm with David, and sometimes David want to talk something, I tell David, no, let us not bring chaos here. Especially when I didn't have papers, I didn't want David to make any mess, because I don't know how it will be, you know. The fact that I meet police, I go to police station, but if some trouble come in the house and I don't have papers, I used to feel more scared, you know. But even though David was like, don't get scared, you are with me. But I was still, you know, when you are in someone's country, some things you feel more scared. So we try to investigate how did David abuse his wife, and we didn't find the answer. And for sure, I've never seen David abusing his wife. Never, never. Even the same wife is the one who used to call you, David, something, we want to make something, please give us away. Why? The wife was calling David if they want to use David's house to make something. Hmm? Then the same wife, David is the one to abuse. Until I reached somewhere, I told David, please don't take the phone of this woman, because you're gonna go into much mess, you know. It's better even you block her phone, or you find a way of telling her that don't, you know. Yeah, so many things have been happening. Then the most irritating thing again, and I think I try to figure out why the man who bought the house of your auntie, the apartment of your auntie, why he left, this man decided to leave, and he has barely been there 2 years. I remember the first year, that man used to come every weekend with the family. Him, wife, and the kids. Sometimes even other family people are coming to live, to stay there in the summer. And we were just okay. They were happy, you know. Then all of a sudden, the following year, this man stopped coming, yeah?
Yeah, from that man
He
by
stopped
the house,
coming.
He stopped coming.
Then I was asking David, you know, David, I don't see this man. What happened to him? Then we started thinking, there must be something wrong. Then I told David, it will not be a surprise to hear that this man is going away
one
from
day
here.
that man gonna go away because
The behavior,
this
the
man.
behavior of this man, you know, the neighbor here. Because no one will like when when you want to open your house, you go in the house. Someone is running from his house or her house, coming to check who is opening in the door. Actually, there is nothing very irritating like that, you know. That is completely out of, I don't know, out of order, out of senses or what. And this is what this nasty neighbor is doing. Whenever you open the house, he want to know who is opening, you know. And I think that is why the main reason this neighbor left. And also changing the things in the in the block, you know, like he changed the, how to say, the fence, that enclosure where you have to protect the apartment. He changed all the balcony, outside balcony, the structure, how the structure was. He changed and put something else, you know, which David had one, that neighbor say, the one who left now, when you heard him saying, look at it and say this is like stupid. Yeah. Because they didn't like the way the man was behaving. And I remember I told you I went there one day and I can see this neighbor is there, but he opened the window very small like this, and he can see what this nasty neighbor is doing. And I think he was not pleased at all. But remember, we, this man who just sold the house was very good with us. We were talking to them very well. Even the baby, they come there, they have their dog, and David can touch their dog. But to the surprise, we hear, oh, he has sold the house and gone. I told David, we spoke about this, and now it is happening. No one will just be happy to see someone coming and say, you know.
I know they're gonna be happy one day.
Yeah, I'm the commander of the block. It's never like, even if you want to put the commander of the block or the president, both people have to sit and have discussion. And the other time he was complaining about the roof, oh, you are throwing water in the roof, you are doing this, you are doing this. And I asked David, it's gonna rain. Who will protect the roof? Because when it is raining, it's going to go in that roof. How is he going to protect? He blocked the pipe, the way the water has to come flowing down very well. He has blocked that places. You never know what is going on, you know. So it has been a very bad experience, even not only this that we've talked about. We have so many things that he has been doing. Him and the wife, they have been doing, and we just kept quiet until it has reached into this point. I remember one day he closed the gate, the first gate very tight, and when I wanted to go inside, I could not go inside. So because it was a small gate, I jumped inside, and when he had me jumping, by the time he came back, I had opened the door and gone in the house. So he just kept looking, who is that? So he stayed there. And that time when I was leaving the house, I was speaking to one of my friends living in Dubai. On the video camera, I tried to explain, my friend, there is this thing going on, and it's just stupid person doing this kind of things, stupid neighbor. So my friend told me, oh, can I see him? Say, yeah, you can see him. Let me go outside. I'm going to show you. So when I was going outside, I just wanted my friend to see him quickly, because it was on the video call. So I was talking to the neighbor. But when I reached there, I told my friend, look, just in the video call, I'm showing my neighbor him. When he saw my friend, when the face show my friend like this, he jumped down quickly, you know, and he was standing in the escalator, the ladder, because he wanted to see me coming outside. So I told my friend, have you seen him? My friend said, yeah, I've seen him. He jumped down, you know. He got like embarrassed because I show his face to my friend. So, and that time I called David also to tell David, oh, this thing is happening. Look why he's doing like this. He's standing on the ladder trying to check who is coming from the house. And that is not one time. He did like that several times when I was talking to my friend. The other thing, he also took we planted some things in the, how to say, in that thing of the water, the oil. I don't know how to call it.
Bottles.
In the bottles, the water bottle. We planted some flowers in it, but when he started complaining about the roof, we stopped and we didn't bother, and then we left that pot in the roof because that soil is very good. I told David, when are we gonna have a nice place we're gonna plant? And we have another something like a cabinet, but it's of the metal. It was on the roof. I was in the house and I didn't know what was going outside. So by the time I was leaving the house, he took all those things. Still have a photo. I'm gonna attach on this one. People can see. He took them and came to put in front of the door like this, such that when you open the door, you just bang on them like this. Thankfully, when you open the door, it's going inside the house. So I see them. And he wanted to start fighting with me. I told him, listen, I'm not Spanish, and don't fight with me, I'm a woman. You're gonna have a problem. When he heard like that, he stopped. I told him, don't put me into house issues. If you want to fight about the house, fight with David, not with me. I'm gonna just call police and say you are abusing me. You will have a problem. And he left. He went back on the roof. I don't know what he was doing there on the roof. And I didn't bother to remove those things. I just moved aside, closed the door, and left. I came to tell David what was happening there, because David doesn't want to go into more problems. David just kept quiet. And I'm going to attach a photo here, how he blocked the door, And that one is because I had moved a little bit to to go outside. And it's not that. Also another time, he was also standing on the roof. Second, I don't know the third time or fourth time. And this time I was just I was not doing anything, but I had my phone in the hand. So when I closed the door, I reached in the middle of the road, and I took my phone like this. I wanted to take his face. I want to take the photo of his face. And when he realized I'm taking a photo, he jumped quickly in his house, because he knew I'm gathering evidence what he's doing. So it has been a very nasty time, very awful things, staying close to this man. I really don't know because, we're gonna think of what to do. It's a very bad experience. I don't know, and if another stranger person is coming to stay there, I don't think the stranger will be able to stay there, because it will be very hard for this stranger. It will be very hard, unless if the block is going to be totally only for the family. But a stranger going to stay there, it's not going to happen, because already one stranger who had bought there the house has decided to go because cannot withstand this behavior. So possibly another stranger cannot stay there. So, David, you have another thing to add on it?
No.
Yeah, these are the things we've been going through. Some of them is what me myself, some of them both of us, some of them David alone, and it has been awful. So we're gonna come back with another video. It's our document. We are documenting what we've seen in that place through this neighbor, the awful things, and we want it to be our remembrance also. And our teachings or how to say our experience, and maybe we go somewhere else, we can know how to handle such kind of people because we've already passed through it. Maybe we have someone here who is going through such kind of a neighbor. You can know what to do. It's a really nasty thing, but that's it. So we're gonna come back with another video. Kindly like, comment, and subscribe to our video. We love you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So see you next time. Bye bye.